Hello, 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 and welcome back to DLA Alternative. It's your boy Brandon, and I hope everyone is doing phenomenal, and I hope everyone had an amazing holiday and Thanksgiving. So with that being said, let's jump right into this one. This is going to be a short and sweet one, just so you have something up for tonight and for the beginning of the weekend. And I want it to be the Brenner update, the one that everyone is talking about with Matthew Modine's post about him with the makeup and all of that shit. I want to talk about that because there's something interesting that a lot of people are forgetting that was posted on this Stranger Things Instagram on October 25th. Okay, and that was before the Stranger Things Day post. And it is of a makeup tutorial, okay, with Stranger Things makeup. And it's a woman making herself a half Vecna and half human. Keep that in mind, that it's a woman Vecna, all right? And this makes it interesting because this will connect back to the Matthew Modine post and him getting his makeup done and getting some prosthetics and making him look a little bit older. So the big question is Brenner going to be returning, and is he still alive? It makes no sense to the story as of yet, but it didn't make sense after season 1 because him returning in season 4 made no sense to me right off the bat because rewatching this show and analyzing it as much as I have, there's nothing that shows signs as to why Brenner should have been alive in season 4 at all. Because the last time we see Brenner, he is getting jumped on by that Demogorgon, and that's that. We don't see anything all the way up until season 4, except when Kali makes Elle see Brenner in season 2, chapter 7, The Lost Sister, okay? And she makes her see Brenner to get in her head and to make her go kind of crazy, okay? And that Brenner we see in season 4 is almost identical to that style of Brenner that Kali makes Elle see. It's the same feel. He's real eerie. He's not the same as he was in season 1. It's a little different. So it's always drawn my attention as to why that Brenner seems so odd and different and eerie. So that's the big question. Is Brenner going to be returning? Who really knows? And I think it would be impressive if they found a way to make Brenner return. And if he isn't connected to Kali and it's actually Brenner and this is the real Brenner, it would be very interesting to see how they are going to incorporate this. Because yes, we saw Brenner get shot down by the helicopter sniper and all that, and we see him basically die right before 11, does not give him the satisfaction that she understood what his main purpose was. So we really don't see too positive of an ending with Brenner and Elle. So maybe they will bring him back in some way in order to make that right, and for Brenner and Elle to maybe finally have a connection where she understands what his main purpose was. But with the 2 times that we see Brenner and he's supposed to be dead, season 1 with the Demogorgon and season 4 with the sniper, we don't know, and he very well could come back. But the big theory is why in this post is Matthew Modine getting makeup done, and why does he look so old? And it's going to connect to the first shadow, so if you don't know a lot about it, then this is kind of a spoiler, but I've read a little bit about it. I have not seen it. But in that play, part of it says that Brenner's father was on a Navy ship and it disappeared, and they ventured through Dimension X, which is what we know as the place Henry went when Elle sent him into the crack for the first time. That's known as Dimension X. I'm not going to go too far into the first shadow stuff, but that's the basis of that connection. But maybe we're going to see Brenner as his father in a flashback and with an explanation that connects to the first shadow. Who knows? But the interesting fact I want to connect is that we see him getting makeup and prosthetics done. And in that Instagram post, that's a makeup tutorial on the Stranger Things Instagram. Yes, I know it's kind of a promo for their makeup line, but it's a little odd that it's the last post right before Stranger Things Day, and it's of a woman doing her makeup as a woman-style Vecna, okay? And keep in mind that Max is trapped, and that Max, wherever she is trapped, if she comes across the Mind Flyer, that could be dangerous, and maybe we could see a woman Vecna. So the big question is, was this Matthew Modine post just a hint to look back at that Instagram post, and that was the real hint to know that, yeah, we might see Brenner in season 5, but the makeup is giving me a hint that maybe we could also see a woman Vecna, and that would be pretty crazy if you ask me. We've seen a male Vecna, and it would be pretty crazy to see a female Vecna as the villain. It would be pretty wild. So let me know your thoughts about that. It's your boy Brandon, DLA Alternative. I just wanted to share my thoughts about this Brenner and Matthew Modine post because I really do think that Brenner could come back in some way. They found ways to do it, and I really do think that Kali has a connection to why we saw Brenner in season 4. That connects to my other Kali theory. In part 3, we will go over that whole conversation about when Kali makes LC Brenner in that scene, because I feel that it was an extremely important scene to know that she can make you see anything and that she makes you see your deepest fear. And we know Elle, she was extremely afraid of Papa at that point in time, and she knew Papa as dead. Well, he was not dead, supposedly, so she didn't know that for quite some time, and Kali kind of let her know that Papa might not be dead. So it's a little interesting. We'll go over that in a different theory, but let me know your thoughts. It's your boy Brandon, DLA Alternative. As always, keep subscribing, keep liking, and following the journey. And you already know, we out.